RiverBender.com's live coverage of today's game is brought to you by Dentistry with TLC. Stop hiding and start smiling. Alton Refrigeration, the first choice in quality HD TV and appliances. Quality Buick, Cadillac, and GMC, serving the Riverbend for 52 years. Professional, independent insurance agents. Roberts Ford, the value store since 1949. Gerard Fisher, American Family Insurance, all your protection under one roof. Alt Memorial Hospital, the best healthcare close to home. Tom Lane State Farm, your good neighbor agent in the Riverbend. Weber Granite City Chevrolet, buy American.
We'll start with boys basketball from the Jerseyville Hoops Tournament tonight, and then we'll move on to Alton High School for Lady Redbirds action as the Alton Lady Redbirds later tonight, senior night, and they're hosting East St. Louis. But we are live in Jerseyville as the tournament rolls on this week for the Alton Redbirds and the Cahokia Comanches. Cahokia and Alton, and with Louis Korak, Brent Berkland here with you. Glad you could join us for a big Friday night of action as we get ready for more tournament play today and tomorrow, and then the tournament will be wrapped up. Louis?
It all plays out tonight, and everything will be set up here as to what's going to transpire tomorrow and who's going to play for what. And the games are set up tonight. If you get victories from Alton and if you get a victory from Jersey later on tonight, we will have a true championship game here tomorrow night in a winner-take-all in this inaugural event.
Yeah, that'll be Alton and Jerseyville. One way or the other, they will play tomorrow night after the Pittsfield-Decatur-Eisenhower game. Eisenhower tonight will be playing Jerseyville at 7:45 after we get done with this Alton Redbirds action. Alton and Cahokia. These two teams played back on December 29th. Tournament game at the Centralia Holiday Tournament, and Cahokia won that game 63-50. The Redbirds were missing a couple of players who were suspended for a couple of games during the Holiday Tournament. Cahokia won it, though, by 13 points. And we'll have to see what happens now in the rematch just a couple of weeks later.
Well, and you got to figure that Alton's going to be looking for a little bit of revenge here tonight, feeling like that they, not necessarily that they were slighted, but you're undermanned a little bit in that game, and you're hoping to play with a full deck, and they certainly weren't able to. They lost by 13 points, and you got to figure some of the guys they were missing in that game could have made up for that deficit there. We'll see what happens here tonight in the rematch, and one I'm sure that Alton's very looking forward to after Cahokia lost for the first time in 7 games a couple of nights ago. A little bit of a surprise. The home team got them by 1.
And we've had some close games in this tournament, some one-point games in this tournament. It's been an exciting week. Cahokia beat Eisenhower back on Saturday, but then they defeated Pittsfield in an overtime game and then lost to Jerseyville. So they are 2-1. Alton with a record of 2-0. This will be Cahokia's last game in the tournament. So we'll see what happens with the Comanches in this ball game tonight. Coach Lane Bennett and the Alton Redbirds starters being announced right now, and Tyrone Parker, the first man to come off the bench there. Mikkel Lumpkins also off the bench as a starter tonight, as always. Jaquale Townser, the sophomore, will start tonight as well.
Ragusa drops to throw. Now lets it go deep down the left sideline. He's got Thorpe, and he makes a dandy catch.
Here's another steal by Bradley. Lumpkins all alone. He lays it in from Tony.
Yeah! Woo!
The Oilers center ice. 13 has it. Oh, a shot a little bit wide. Oilers keep it in the zone.
You've worked hard to get where you are, to achieve your goals. And that's why we'll work just as hard to help make sure all you've built has the right protection. As a local independent agent, we can design an insurance program that's just right for you and your family, providing safe, sound, secure protection with Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people.
See Macias Insurance Agency on West Delmar Avenue in Godfrey.
Tony Johnny Bradley and Levon McDougler, the rest of the starting five for the Alton Redbirds. You're in tune to WBGZ Alton, 6 o'clock, as we get ready to go for Alton and Cahokia, the blue against the red, and it should be an exciting night.
Get ready for a lot of up-tempo, run-and-gun basketball because both of these teams will get after it defensively. Alton more known for the man-to-man pressure defense. Cahokia will get after you in the full court, then settle into that zone defense that really bit them on the behind the other night because they sat back. Once Jersey was able to get into a half-court offense, Cahokia sat back in that zone, and the Panthers just scorched them for 12 three-pointers a couple of nights ago, and they won the game by 1.
Well, that's the thing when you think about the Alton Redbirds. They have not been shooting the three ball very well, so maybe that zone will work at least at times against a team like the Redbirds. And Coach Lane Bennett against Coach Darian Nash of Cahokia. And the tip, the opening tip, won by Cahokia, but they lost it there on the sideline. Lumpkins has it to Bradley off the glass, and he missed it, but he got his own rebound. And the Redbirds are going to set it up as they bring it out. Cahokia tips it out of bounds. Alton ball here to start. And again, 14 seconds in. We're just underway. And officials going over to the scores table right off the bat here.
I think what they're talking about is on the opening tip, do you give possession there to Cahokia? So you got to figure out who the next jump possession goes to, and it will go to Alton because Cahokia did have possession and lost it on the turnover.
Redbirds ball as they throw it in. Townser has it. Alton wearing their white uniforms, trimmed in the red. They are the home team here in this tournament game. Alley-oop to McDougler. It's up and in behind the zone. Lumpkins to McDougler.
Well, if you're playing a zone, you should not allow that to happen. You're basically packed into your own lane, and for a guy to go free in there like that, that can't be too good of a sign for Coach Darian Nash. And he jumped up off the bench right away and said, guys, how do we let that happen when we're packed into the paint?
Keenan Miner with the basketball. He gives it off to Patrick Ivy. Now down to the block it goes to Michael Holmes. Cahokia in their blue uniforms as they get ready for action here. Comanches will fire one up left side. It's missed there by Patrick Ivy. Redbirds running the other way. Bradley lost the handle and then a double dribble in the paint. He was trying to get it to Lumpkins or maybe Townser, but double dribble.
I'm thinking there, go straight to the basket, go strong to the hole there, lay it up yourself. It's okay to be unselfish in that situation, but there comes a time when it's being too unselfish. Take the ball strong to the hole and give your team a 4-point lead, and it's the first turnover for Alton.
Ivy with the basketball gives it left side to Javon Spencer. Spencer hands it off to Miner. Lost and Lumpkins the other way. McKell lays it up and in. It's 4-0. The Redbirds off to a quick start.
Well, this is how they started the fourth quarter against Pittsfield a couple of days ago. Got after it defensively, forced some turnovers, and got into transition. And it's a good start, very similar start to what they did a couple nights ago in that fourth quarter.
And now Patrick Ivy will hold it up. 6'5" senior hands the ball off to Spencer. Now the give is to Miner. Left side, it goes to Jimmy Hunt. And just about everybody gets a touch, this time down the floor. Cahokia with a record of 15-6. They've had a 9-game winning streak this year and a 6-game winning streak this year. Down underneath, the layup good. Sneaking back on the baseline, Jimmy Hunt for 2.
Well, that was a nice play by Spencer. He drew the defense to him and gave every indication that he was going to take the shot there, and he gives a nice dump off and knocks in the shot for Hunt.
And it's a turnover on Alton, and it's blue basketball. Comanches have it, Cahokia with it, 5:25 to go. First quarter, 4-2 in favor of the Alton Redbirds.
A little bit of a slow pace so far. I'm kind of surprised, but we'll see if the intensity and the action picks up.
Inside, slicing in there nicely is Patrick Ivy for 2, and it's 4-4.
Well, isn't he known for his quarterback abilities on the football team?
He can play just a little bit on the football field. Yes, indeed. McDougler bumped to the ground, and now a jump ball called. A bump there by Jimmy Hunt, but no foul.
Looked like a little bit of a bump, but no call was made. But Alton will retain possession on the jump ball possession there.
Mikkel Lumpkins will throw it in. And looking for McDougler. He finds McDougler. And he hands it back to Mikkel back near the center circle. Again, Cahokia with that zone defense. Here's the give to Townser. Into Parker. Fouled on his way to the basket. He was hit on the arm by number 20, Jimmy Hunt, with a foul.
Another good entry pass there, and we have our initial foul in the game. Good entry pass to Parker. Probably a good foul there by Hunt because that's going to be an easy lay-in for Parker. Let's see if he can knock the free throws down.
Nice little shovel pass there to the high post, and Parker misses the first one. He will try again in a 4-4 game. 4:48 to go here in the first period. Number 00, Tyrone Parker, off the back iron. He missed them both.
So Cahokia got what they wanted there. Prevent the easy layup, foul, and force your man to make the free throws. He doesn't make either one.
Cahokia basketball. Here's Patrick Ivey. He hands the ball off to Javon Spencer. Spencer to the corner. Holmes. Holmes gives it up to Minor outside the three-point line. Long pass, skip pass. McDougler almost got a tip there, but it's still Cahokia basketball. And they'll reset it, and they are being patient, at least so far, the Comanches, with a lot of passes.
Yeah, this isn't the way they played ball a couple of nights ago. But again, the pace of that game kind of dictated what was going on, and they were quite comfortable going fast and furious.
This is a team that scored 100 points in a game this year. There's a shot from the free throw line, good. Michael Holmes gets the roll, and it's 6-4.
6 unanswered for the visitors, Comanches, and they have a 2-point lead, their first lead of the night.
Mikkel Lumpkins down low, tipped away by Cahokia, still Alton ball. Redbirds with McDougler, Townser, Parker, Bradley, and Lumpkins on the floor. Plenty of tournaments going on and wrapping up today and tomorrow. Lots of tournament action. Up in Litchfield, the tournament rolls on today and tomorrow. Tournaments also in Sparta and Belleville and Benton and Nashville. There's a shot missed on the right wing by Lumpkins. A long bomb. Here's a long three the other way, and it's good. 3-ball for Keenan Minor of Cahokia.
9-0 run now for the Comanches, and they've suddenly jumped out in front by 5.
And the Comanches tipped the pass out. Dorian Scruggs checks in. He'll come in for Parker. So it's Scruggs now in there with Bradley, Townser, McDougler, and Lumpkins. And the Redbirds throw it in. They're trailing 9-4. And as Louis mentioned, it was 4-0 Alton to start. 9 straight, though, for the Comanches now. Here's Lumpkins with it. Looking over the zone, crossover dribble to the free throw line. Now to Dorian Scruggs. McDougler, nice bounce to Bradley. Glass, no. Got his own rebound. He follows it in. Tony Bradley for 2.
Well, there's Bradley going at it again on the offensive glass. Boy, it's taken Alton some creativity here to get the ball inside, and they're making a concerted effort to get it inside, even though Cahokia's packing it in there. Bradley gets his own miss and breaks that 9-0 run.
2:40 to go, first quarter. Live in Jerseyville, another 3 going up. It's missed this time by Minor. Back the other way, the Redbirds throw it away. Turnover, Comanches have it.
3 turnovers now in the game for Alton. They only had 6 the entire game a couple of days ago against Pittsfield.
Alton started the tournament Monday with a win over Decatur Eisenhower. Now a foul, Bradley with a steal, and then Holmes with a foul, knocking him to the ground.
Yeah, they tried to dump the ball inside as well. Both teams really, you had the 1 3-pointer by Minor, but both teams really trying to get the ball inside.
Here come the Redbirds. Lumpkins almost lost it again, but he gets it to Townser. And they'll set up shop once again. Top of the key between the circles. Lumpkins has it. Defense comes out to Scruggs. Now McDougler with a bad pass. Trying to get it to Bradley. Tipped away.
Yeah, wasn't there. Rushed his decision a little quickly there.
Here at the top of the key, it's Spencer for the Comanches, who lead it 9-6 over Alton High. 1:34 to go, first quarter. And here's Holmes with it, guarded by Townser, man-to-man. Now it goes to Ivy. Left side, three ball is missed. Scruggs with a rebound on the miss by Spencer. Here come the Redbirds. McDouglar to Scruggs. Scruggs inside, left hand and good. Scruggs all the way to the glass.
Well, he identified a seam there along the left side and took full advantage of it. Good play. Cuts the lead. Cahokia lead to 1 now. Alton with 4 unanswered. They scored the first 4. Cahokia got the next 9. Now Alton with 4 back.
Run, run, run. Runs in basketball, and they're always here. Boys, girls basketball. Cahokia basketball here with 50 seconds to go. First quarter. 9-8 our score. Here's a handoff to Keenan Minor. Cahokia ball. Minor hands it to Jimmy Hunt, and now a foul. Looks like away from the ball. It's an Alton foul on Bradley.
Tony Bradley fouled out 2 days ago, and those are the kinds of fouls that you don't want to pick up away from the ball, and he's going to take a quick seat. And that's what looks like Lane Bennett is telling him over there on the sideline. We need to save those fouls, not give those away from the ball.
Covington, Tony Covington into the game along with Tyrone Parker. So Bradley and Townser will sit down. And Cahokia with Keenan Minor with the ball. Leans in, puts it in. Minor for 2.
And he got the pump fake and got his man to bite there, and sure enough was able to finish.
16 seconds to go. First quarter, 11-8. Cahokia leading Alton High. Now 10 seconds left. Lumpkins with it. Top of the key. Now high post. The give is to Scruggs. Scruggs thought about a 3. Covington for 3. It's short. No good. And that's the end of the first quarter, and Cahokia leads after 1 here at the Jerseyville tournament. It's 11-8. Comanches over the Redbirds. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Stop hiding. Start smiling. Hi, I'm Dr. Anna Smith. My staff and I love to take great care of our patients. We constantly update our technology, which allows us to complete complex procedures quickly, saving you time and money. Our new LumaSmiles technology allows you to see your new smile without changing a thing.
Patient of the Month, Lewis Michael, won a free lunch for all his co-workers.
Come see what your smile can be at Dentistry with TLC.
Everybody's saying buy American, but not me. I just want you to come drive American. Come out today and see for yourself. No one has a more impressive selection of vehicles than Ford. Whether it's a Focus, Fusion, Escape, Edge, F-150, or any other Ford product, no one can beat Ford's quality. Not Toyota, not Honda, not anybody.
Roberts Motors, your hometown dealer for over 60 years, just off Route 3 or Highway 67 in Alton, or at RobertsMotors.com.
Back live in Jerseyville, Jersey Community High School, as this boys basketball tournament rolls into Friday action. 2 games tonight. It's Alton and Cahokia here first with Louis Korak. Brent Birkland with you, and Cahokia leads Alton after 1 quarter, 11-8. Now the Comanches with a 3, no good by Minor to start the second quarter. Here comes Alton High. Lumpkins quickly up the floor to Scruggs. Scruggs will kick it out to McDouglar. McDouglar in, left hand, no. He left it short there. Didn't get over the rim.
I think he picked up his dribble about a half a step too soon, and it looked like it was one of those where he recognized what he had and just pulled himself up a little too quickly.
Top of the key, Michael Holmes with it. Now they throw it left side to Jimmy Hunt. Now outside, Cahokia is still patient here to start the second quarter. 7:05 to go till halftime. Top of the key, and the pass goes through the hands of Michael Holmes to the bleachers. It's Alton ball with 6:57 to go here in the second quarter.
Yeah, just a little lapse there. It looked like Holmes wanted to take a quick look at the basket before he had the basketball, and sure enough, that one little quick glance cost you, and it's a turnover, the 4th of the game for Cahokia.
6:45 to go. Redbirds ball down by 3. Here's Scruggs out to Lumpkins. Lumpkins with a 3 ball, and it's good. Ties the game. 11-11. Mikel Lumpkins with a tray.
Well, that's a nice shot there and good setup. They had Scruggs in the corner, and they collapsed to him because they know he's a three-point shooter, and he draws the defense to him. Gets a good kick to Lumpkins, and he makes no mistake, knocks it down.
6:20 to go. First half, 11-all now. Little spin move inside. Off the rim, no good. And Alton's McDougler tipped it out. Cahokia will throw it back in. Comanches ball, 6:15 to go as here comes into the game Cahokia's Jerron Norris, 6'6" senior, their leading scorer now, comes off the bench. Shot missed, rebound inside, up and in, a follow by Patrick Ivy.
Well, they hadn't had any offensive rebounds in this game up until the last couple of possessions. And they got a couple there, and they got one from Ivy, and he gives Cahokia the lead once again.
13-11, Comanches lead it. We've only had 3 fouls in the game. 2 on Cahokia.
What was that game like down in Centralia?
Few more fouls than this, and again the Redbirds were missing some of their key players in that game, like Scruggs, who has it here to Parker, and it's knocked away. Comanches ball. Bradley's going to check right back in here in a moment. Now Cahokia sets it up by 2. Outside 3 ball going up, in and out there by D'Amico Broaden. Broaden into the game, and he misses a 3. Here comes Lumpkins all the way down. Finger roll, no good, but he's fouled to the ground and helped up by Tyrone Parker. And that's going to be a Cahokia foul on Patrick Ivy.
I'll tell you what, Lumpkins has got a little bite to his game tonight. He's recognizing the lane and taking advantage of what's being given to him. That was a pretty nifty move there to get into the paint. Went into traffic, but drew the foul. Looking to knock in. If he makes both of these free throws, it'll give him 7 points in the game.
Sometimes he won't score at all, but he'll get plenty of steals, assists, and quarterback the offense. Run the offense. Free throw good. Lumpkins hit them both, and we're tied again at 13-all. Mikel Lumpkins, as Louis mentioned, 7 points now to lead the way. 13-13, Cahokia ball, and now we have a bump and a foul down the side of the lane. That'll be a foul on Covington with 5:12 to go in the half.
Well, Ivy took it hard at him. Actually, it's going to be Scruggs on the foul. Took it hard. Ivy did right at him. Drew the body contact.
So 2 team fouls on Alton. Into Norris it goes. Norris will kick it out to the 3-point line. Keenan Minor right back into Norris. Into the lane. Up and in. It rolls in for big number 33.
And he had 21 points, 12 rebounds in that win for Cahokia down at Centralia. So Alton, you know, is very aware of what he can do and what he can bring. And he makes his presence felt immediately.
Redbirds set it up here on offense, down by 2 again, 15-13. Here's Covington with it. Tony Covington to Dorian Scruggs. Bounce into Bradley. Kicks it to Lumpkins at the line. Now McDougler has it. Levon McDougler out to the center circle. Mikel Lumpkins lost his dribble. Gives to McDougler with 4:22 to go, second quarter. Now Scruggs for 3. In and out. No good. Rebound Norris. Cahokia ball up 15-13. Here come the Comanches bringing it up the floor. Patrick Ivy, 6'5" senior. Down to the 6'6" senior now. Norris guarded by Bradley. Norris inside. No. He traveled on the block before he laid it in.
Boy, he's got some quick moves there, doesn't he? Really just makes his presence on that post known. And our official there, Greg Burton, gets him with the travel.
Redbirds.
As he shuffled his feet.
Redbirds looking for the tie. Lumpkins breaks down the defense again. No good. The follow by Scruggs. He missed it. Now Cahokia the other way. All the way down Norris. Norris inside, and an offensive foul as Covington takes the charge.
And then they draw it against Norris there, and it's his first foul, and Coach Nash not happy with the last two calls against his team. One, a travel, the other, an offensive foul, but I thought it was a good call, and now McDouglar gets caught with a walk.
Well, I don't know if I'm Tony Covington, if I could take standing there with Norris barreling down on him, but he did and took the charge.
A kneecap right in your ribs.
Wow. He's only about 5'8". Norris 6'6", but he took the charge a moment ago. Then the Redbirds turned it over. Here comes Ivy. Knocked away by Scruggs. It's Redbird ball again. McDouglar has it.
Good strip from behind.
Now a foul on Minor, it looks like, in the backcourt. Number 14 for Cahokia with his first.
They'll come at you with that full court press. There's no doubt about it. Here they are again.
3:24 till halftime.
And Alton's just going to have to, you can see Lane Bennett yelling at his team, take better care of the basketball, guys. You can break this down. It's not the first time they've seen it.
McDouglar to Bradley, and he wasn't ready for the pass, and it's another turnover, yet another on Alton, and still a 2-point game.
7 of them now, and boy, that's 2 or 3 where you've had turnovers where they try to make that extra pass, and guys just aren't looking for the basketball. You got to be hungry for the ball here.
It also looks like once the Redbirds are getting to the front of the rim, they're still passing it off instead of shooting themselves.
I didn't think it was a bad play by McDouglar. I mean, he laid that ball perfectly, and Bradley just wasn't looking for the basketball.
Here's Norris, baseline. He'll fire it up and in over Bradley. Norris makes it 17-13.
Well, he's made his presence felt since he's been in, and like you, I don't know why he was out of the game and didn't start, but...
Here's Bradley inside, and he charges into Norris. Norris down and slow to get up, not getting up at all. That's a Bradley foul.
Well, and that's, to me, that one's on Tony Bradley, because Norris basically, he pulled himself up right in that space where he was at, and Bradley had a good 4 or 5 steps and saw him, and the young man is down for Cahokia. Bradley can see what was going on there. He actually had a 2-on-1. If he lays that ball off, it's an easy layup, but chose not to, and now he has 2 fouls, and he's probably going to have to wind up sitting the rest of this first half. You can't afford to have him take a 3rd foul. There's still 2:48 to go in the half.
He took an elbow or else hit the floor, one or the other, and he's bleeding either nose or lip. Maybe it's his mouth. As they get him up slow and get him off the court. Might be a bloody nose. I'm not sure if he got an elbow from Bradley or it was once he hit the floor, one or the other.
The more your life changes, the more your insurance needs change. I'm Gerard Fisher of American Family Insurance. In just minutes, I can conduct a free personal insurance review to help you determine how much and what type of coverage is right for you, with no costly gaps or overlaps. Interested? Call me, Gerard Fisher of American Family Insurance, today at 466-7062.
American Family Insurance.
Compare a well-equipped Lexus ES to a well-equipped Buick LaCrosse. Get inside each and see what you find. If perfection is what you pursue, this might just change your course. Meet the new class of world class. The 2010 LaCrosse from Buick. May the best car win.
Back after the injury timeout, again Norris to the locker room with a bloody nose, it appears, and Cahokia with the ball and the lead. Louis Korak and Brent Birkeland back here in Jerseyville. Cahokia and Alton, boys basketball, and Cahokia basketball leading 17-13. Redbirds man-to-man defense. It's Patrick Ivy with Bradley guarding him. Now to Keenan Minor. Top of the key, Covington with some D and a reach in, 2 at the free throw line. Looks like Tony Covington will get another. That'll be his first. Earlier, I thought it was him, but it was Scruggs. But this one it is Tony Covington.
I got you.
Thank you.
Almost an over and back.
Throw it into Spencer, guarded by Lumpkins. Spencer.
Boy, he went up to get that one, didn't he?
Way up there. To the rafters. Here's Miner with it.
Well, not quite.
Halfway to the rafters. Jimmy Hunt, left side it goes. To Broaden. Well, I just can't believe how patient Cahokia is with man-to-man defense.
I'm shocked. I'm really shocked at the pace of this game.
It's 17-13, second quarter, and we're at 1:35 till halftime. Right elbow shot missed there by Broaden. Rebound Alton, and then a foul in the backcourt. Might be Ivy going for the steal. 1:28 to go, second quarter, and Ivy going to pick up his second.
Will be his second. First player for Cahokia with 2 fouls. They have 16 fouls, so not a lot of free throws in this game, too. That's kind of what surprises me as well. If you look back at the first matchup, actually Alton only had 5 free throws in that game.
Inside Scruggs may have got hit on the arm, but he left the finger roll short. Either way, it's a miss.
Alton's missed some gimmies here in the latter portions of this second quarter. Can't afford to miss those kinds of shots in a tight game of this magnitude. Like this one here. It's a 4-point game. Oh, somebody missed an assignment. Wow.
Backdoor layup, and the layup is missed. And then a foul after the miss by Jennings. Jennings wide open and missed it.
I don't know why he didn't take that ball straight to the basket. I mean, when he received that pass, there was nobody within 3 to 4 feet of him. I mean, all he had to do is just spin, and there's nobody there, and he took his time with it and then winds up missing the shot. Well, that's a good break. Then he commits the foul on top of it, so a big break for Alton. Now they can maybe inch closer here, shooting the 1-and-1.
13 points for a long, long time, the Redbirds. 58 seconds to go. It was 11-8 after one quarter. Alton with only 5 points in the quarter, all by Lumpkins up until now, and McDouglar hits the first one. First quarter, Parker with a couple of missed free throws, but here in this quarter, Redbirds 4 for 4. McDouglar hit them both. And it's back to a 2-point game, 17-15 here. Cahokia in the backcourt, now into the front court. They send it to Spencer. Spencer to Miner. 44 seconds till halftime. Left side, it goes to Broaden here. Broaden holding it high. Lumpkins guarding him. Now it's Miner to the baseline. Scruggs and Lumpkins with a good double team. 30 seconds left.
I thought they were going to come up with the steal there for a minute.
Driving is Jimmy Hunt inside. Good. Nice shot by Jimmy Hunt.
What a tough shot that was. Wow.
4 points for him. The lead is 4 again. Here's Lumpkins breaking down the defense again to Bradley. Inside, and a blocking foul on the block on Jimmy Hunt.
He'll have 2 fouls now. Boy, that was in that dangerous gray area where Bradley gets called for a charge there. Can you imagine that? 3 foul, picking up a 3rd foul with 10 seconds left in the half.
Bradley misses the first free throw. 19-15, Cahokia by 4. Bradley with just 2 points. Again, Lumpkins leading the way with 7. Redbirds only have 15 total.
Alton 4 for 7 from the line right now, make it 5 of 8.
Bradley hits the second free throw, and I think he'll sit down. Parker will come in for him. 10.1 seconds to go. Cahokia ball up by 3.
I think we have a wrong score up there. There we go.
19-16. Here come the Comanches. Jennings with it. Jennings into the front court. Gives it off to Spencer. He'll fire it up, and he missed it. Rebound Scruggs. And that's the end of the first half. And a tight ball game. Cahokia up 19-16 on Alton High. It's halftime in Jerseyville. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
There's a long pass. It looks like it's going to be overthrown. Oh, the receiver dashes under the ball and makes the catch. Touchdown.
did he get that extra burst of speed? That off-season training really paid off.
Alton Memorial Hospital's Human Motion Institute Sports Performance helps athletes maximize their potential and improve their game. With sports performance training, you'll leap higher, run faster, and throw farther. Learn more at altonmemorialhospital.org. Human Motion Institute Sports Performance, building better athletes.
Hi, George Weber. Here's 3 more great reasons to visit Weber Chevrolet this fall. Number 1, product. Chevrolet has the best lineup of vehicles in the market today. Cobalt, Malibu, Impala, Silverado, Traverse, Equinox. Reason number 2, the deals. Right now, we have extra incentives and aggressive pricing on all of our units, resulting in huge savings. Number 3, your trade-in. After Cash for Clunkers, we were forced to crush so many of our trades that our pre-owned inventory needs some help. Your used vehicle has never been worth more.
Redbirds again, 2-0 in this tournament, 11-7 overall here in Jerseyville this week. The Redbirds have played Decatur, Eisenhower, and Pittsfield, a couple of wins. And those are the largest margins of victory this week, as Alton's a 10-point and 11-point victory. Otherwise, we've had a lot of close games, including an overtime game. It's been an exciting week here. And Athletic Director Clifford Kaminsky doing a great job as always.
He's getting tired of walking around and
walking around.
I mean, he's probably wearing his shoes out. He's had a different pair of shoes on. When you walk around and just greet and shake everybody's hand, and that's about all you do, I bet that gets pretty tiresome.
Oh, wow. Cahokia, a 4-point win over Eisenhower when they started this tournament Saturday. Then it was Jerseyville by 1 over Pittsfield. Then on Monday, Alton beat Eisenhower by 11. Cahokia, a 1-point win over Pittsfield. Then Cahokia lost by 1 to Jerseyville on Wednesday, while Alton was beating Pittsfield by 10. So Cahokia, 3 games played, and 2 of them have been 1-point games. The other one was a 4-point win.
You're looking at this from a perspective of a first-year tournament. You got to like what you see. Every game really has been competitive. The only, and I don't even call that a lopsided score, was the Alton-Pittsfield game. That was a 2-point game going into the 4th quarter, if you can remember. And really, that's the only double-digit game we've had here on the week. So tourney organizers got to be pleased with what they have out of these teams. You can look for these teams to be back next year. And from talking to some of the people, they would like to make this 8 teams next year.
And I'm wondering if you add 3 teams, what kind of teams they're looking at. How far away would they come? Or would they go to get the teams here, or maybe a couple of teams in the region?
Well, you're going to get some word out there from a team like Decatur Eisenhower, who I'm sure has enjoyed their stay here. They've had some good competitive games. You spread some of that word up into East Central Illinois. Maybe you draw some of those teams, a couple more of those teams to come in. Maybe another team from that Big 12 conference that Eisenhower plays in, and maybe you draw a Southwestern Conference team here. You never know. Be hard-pressed to find a Valley team to come into this, but also you got Pittsfield, and I'm sure they'll spread the word around in that Quincy area. You draw one of those Quincy schools in, and...
Honey, who does our car insurance?
State Farm.
And what about our house?
State Farm, too.
And what about our life insurance?
Why do you ask?
Well, I've got something to tell you.
Bringing new life into the world is one of many great reasons to talk about life insurance. So contact your State Farm agent today. They'll help you choose the right coverage.
Contact Tom Lane to discuss all of your life insurance needs at 377-8912 across from Gino's 140 Club in Bethalto.
From its birth in 1931 on Broadway in Alton to its new home on Homer Adams Parkway, welcome to Alton Refrigeration and Home Furnishings. Alton Refrigeration and Home Furnishings earned its outstanding customer service reputation in servicing major appliance brands such as Maytag, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, Frigidaire, Samsung, and more. When you think about it, Alton Refrigeration is about providing you with years of comfortable living with worry-free brand name products.
Well, I'm coming up with all kinds of ideas
Yes,
here.
you are. You need to talk to Clifford about this, maybe.
He doesn't listen to me very often.
Triad playing in Salem. A lot of teams already playing places. Mascoutah in Nashville. You have Highland at the Meyer Classic at Chatham-Glenwood. And so, lots of teams going lots of places. Waterloo is at Sparta. You have East St. Louis and Collinsville, both in Marion, Illinois. The third quarter underway. Back door here. It goes to Bradley. He has it, and he turns around and lays it in.
Isn't that kind of how Alton started the game? A little backdoor alley-oop. This time Cahokia thought they were ready for it. Actually had a hand on the ball, but Bradley still comes up with it. Knocks the shot down and makes this a one-point game.
19-18 our score. Inside to the baseline. Minor missed it but fouled. Bradley was there, but I think it's going to be Townser going for the block. No, it's Bradley. And I think he was just standing there. I think it was Townser that actually came across and swiped at the arm.
Boy, Tony Bradley just cannot stay out of foul trouble here. And boy, what do you do with your Lane Bennett now? Boy, you've got to be thinking, do I leave him in there? Don't I leave him in there?
Free throw missed by Minor. 33 seconds into the third quarter. And Minor with another free throw. It's good. 20-18. Cahokia by 2.
6 points now, and first point since that first quarter. He had 5 of the 11 in that first quarter.
Alton ball, 2-point game. We're at 7:17 to go. Third period. Game started at 6 o'clock. Here's McDouglar inside. Off the glass, no. Off balance. When he finished up, Levon off balance and didn't get it to go.
Boy, he's had some opportunities to get to the basket and just hasn't done it.
Minor with a miss. Townser with the rebound to Lumpkins. Now to Bradley. Inside. He lays it in. We're tied 20-20.
Well, and that's Tony Bradley's contributions. That's why I think right now Lane Bennett's leaving him in the game, because he's got that ability to get to the basket. He's aggressive. He's got to channel some of that aggression into good areas, because he really cannot afford to pick up another foul.
And there's a blocking foul on Lumpkins, and boy, that was close to a charge.
That should have been a charge.
Lane Bennett a step onto the floor talking to one of the officials, Mr. Shell.
Veteran Ken Shell. And
very veteran.
All three of these guys have been around a while, and they've usually, when you see one, you're not going to see two. You'll see all three of them. Greg Burton, Steve Ficker.
Free throw, Ivy, line drive, and he missed the first one. He'll shoot another one after the foul on Lumpkins. He was slow to get up.
Well, that's just a case where, to me, Ivy was out of control there, and that's the only question I have as to why that wasn't an offensive foul.
Well, Ivy hits 1 out of 2. He has 5 points. Cahokia's leader again. Minor with 6, as we mentioned a moment ago. Here's Lumpkins, double team. Inside, Alton, Parker, Tyrone Parker has it, kicks it back outside now. It's Parker, Bradley, Townser, Lumpkins, and McDouglar here for Coach Lane Bennett. Lumpkins fakes a 3, baseline shot, in and out, rebound. Parker was there, but it's Minor who has it.
I thought that shot by Lumpkins was going to fall down. He's actually provided some offense here tonight. It would have given Alton its first lead in a while.
21-20, Cahokia by 1 point. Third quarter here. We're 2 minutes into the third. Alley-oop pass to Ivy, knocked out by McDouglar. Good help defense there on the baseline, and Cahokia throws it back in.
Well, I don't see Norris back on the bench over there, and I don't think we're going to see him the rest of this game. He still hasn't even emerged from the locker room.
I think he's still in the locker room. And Cahokia throws it in. Dorian Scruggs, by the way, coming in for Bradley a moment ago there during the stop. McDouglar has the rebound. It's a miss by the Comanches. Here come the Redbirds. Lumpkins all the way down. Finger roll. Rolls out of there. Parker up and fouled by Ivy underneath.
Well, I don't know if I've ever seen a ball just hang on the rim quite like that. That thing looked like it was going to go down, and it just crawled out. And Patrick Ivy now picks up his third foul, so...
You've worked hard to get where you are, to achieve your goals. And that's why we'll work just as hard to help make sure all you've built has the right protection. As a local independent agent, we can design an insurance program that's just right for you and your family, providing safe, sound, secure protection with Auto Owners Insurance. The no problem people.
See Macias Insurance Agency on West Delmar Avenue in Godfrey.
Ragusa drops to throw. Now lets it go deep down the left sideline. He's got top, and he makes a dandy catch.
Here's another steal by Bradley. Lumpkins all alone. He lays it in from Tony.
Yeah! Woo!
The Oilers center ice. 13 has it. Oh, a shot a little bit wide. Oilers keep it in the zone.
We've got Parker at the line, and he hasn't scored tonight. He missed his 2 free throw attempts in the first quarter.
Free throw short. He missed it. And Parker will shoot another one here. Second free throw. First, Cahokia will get Ivy off the floor with his 3 fouls. Michael Holmes back in. Here's Tyrone still going for the tie at 21 all, and he missed them both, and he's 0 for 4. Still 21-20. Cahokia holding on to that 1-point lead. Center circle. Ball belongs to the blue. It's Javon Spencer. Spencer driving in, right elbow, kicks it out to Broaden. Broaden to Minor. Minor with the basketball. 5:10 to go. Third period. Comanches patient again, and it's a 1-point game. Here's Holmes to the baseline. He lost the handle on his way up. Parker was there, but just standing his ground. And now it's inside to McDouglar, knocked out by Jimmy Hunt. Redbirds will throw it back in. 4:50 to go, third quarter.
Jimmy Hunt, another one of those football players, isn't he?
Yes, indeed.
I heard he's pretty good.
He can play as well. Cahokia with some good football the last couple of years. Here's Lumpkins. Fakes a 3, instead it's a 2, and it rattles in. Lumpkins, some tough luck shooting, but this one falls.
Well, he hasn't really been cheated. He hasn't been cheated at all on any of his shots, and the ones that he has missed, he hasn't missed by much, but he gives Alton the lead. They lead by 1.
22-21, Redbirds by a point. 4:24 to go, third quarter. Cahokia ball. Here's Spencer with it. Lumpkins guarding him. Spencer to the top of the key. Now it's Holmes to the baseline. Up, rolls off the rim. Minor follows it in.
That's just a follow-up of a shot. An offensive rebound. Alton cannot afford to give up there. They had the position.
Lumpkins inside. Scruggs with a miss. Parker with a follow, and it's good. Tyrone Parker for 2.
Well, we had a couple of short misses at both ends. And Parker with the follow-up, just like a minute ago for Cahokia, knocks down the offensive rebound, and the seesaw battle continues. Alton goes back up by 1.
24-23, that 1-point lead. Again, following this game, we have the Alton girls game live tonight at 7:30. East St. Louis and Alton. There's a steal. Townser the other way, lays it in. 3-point lead for the Red.
Well, there's no way they weren't going to convert that one. That was basically a 3-on-none after McDouglar gets the steal.
3:15 to go in the third quarter. Minor gives it out to Holmes, guarded by Parker. Parker coming all the way out to the 3-point line here. Now Spencer has it, guarded by McDouglar at the top of the key. Broaden driving to Holmes. Holmes, one dribble, up and missed it. Rebound tipped around, and Hunt has it for the Comanches. Top of the key, 3-ball is short. Now Minor has it. Townser ripped it away from him, and Jaquale, I think, will get a loose ball foul here for Alton.
I don't think Lane Bennett minds that one too much. That one just goes down in the hustle category, and you can't fault the kid for going hard. And he's gimpy a little bit here. They're going to take him out. Nothing wrong with that one. He took a spill on that hard floor, and he's shaken up just a little bit.
Covington comes in for him. And driving down the side of the lane, the Comanches. They pop it back out to Broaden. Broaden to Hunt. Hunt, top of the key, hangs in the air, and it's a long two-pointer, making it 26-25 Alton.
That's a tough shot there as well.
Redbirds underneath, Tyrone Parker, front of the rim again, good again.
Now we're getting into a little bit of this pace that I expected early in the game.
From start to finish, but finally here midway through the third quarter, it's happening, and Minor has the basketball. Right side to Hunt, 2:05 to go here in the third period. Out to the three-point line, and it's good. Swish by Broaden for three.
Well, they've hit a couple of shots now with a defender in their face, so you really can't fault Alton on the defense there.
They turn it over, the Redbirds, though, and Broaden hits again. Two more for Broaden, and he gives Cahokia the lead at 30-28. Now Broaden with a foul in the backcourt.
Boy, that's a quick 5-0 run there, and he races an Alton three-point lead. Cahokia leads by 2 now. Now the pace is starting to pick up here a little bit as the game goes on.
I was waiting to see how long Lane Bennett would take before he gets Bradley into the game, because Alton can't seem to get a rebound unless Tony Bradley's in there.
Well, and they got the bodies in there to do it, and that's what I don't understand.
They all just expect Tony to go get it, and he does. Here's Covington turning it over. Cahokia with a steal. Here comes Broaden up the floor again. 1:30 to go in the third quarter. And inside, Holmes fires left wing. Missed the shot. McDougler and Bradley there. McDougler rips down the rebound to Scruggs. Now to Covington. Covington with the dribble. Now Parker at the high post. Tyrone gives it up to Tony Bradley at the three-point line. Alton down by 2. Bradley lost it. Another turnover.
Boy, that's just 3 silly turnovers in a row now for the Redbirds. They didn't have a turnover at all in this third quarter up until their last 3 possessions. Now 1 on each.
Jaquale Townser back at the scorer's table. He had his left hand, his fingers taped up by the trainer, and he's getting ready to come back in with that left hand injured a little bit there, it seems. Cahokia will hold it here. 35 seconds to go in the third. They lead it 30-28. Again, we've had a lot of close games this week here at the Jerseyville tournament. We may be headed for another photo finish. Here's Minor. 20 seconds left, guarded by Dorian Scruggs. Now out to Holmes, and Holmes will be guarded by Scruggs. To Minor. Minor to the baseline, fires it up over Bradley, missed it. Parker with a rebound. 6 seconds left. Here's Covington the other way, lays it in. We're tied at 30 as Covington lays it up and in. Parker with a strong rebound, and they turned it around quickly.
That's a great outlet too, and they had plenty of time. When he gets the rebound, there's just under 7 seconds left, so it was a key entry pass out of the defensive zone that got the fast break going there. And he was able to lay it in, Covington did, to tie the game up with 8 minutes to go.
Fourth quarter when we come back to Jersey County, 30-30 after 3. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Why is Roberts Motors #1 in Ford certified pre-owned sales in the St. Louis Metro East?
Visit the 169-point inspection all our vehicles go through.
Maybe it's because we've been doing it for over 60 years.
Or is it the large selection we keep in stock at all times?
Personally, I think the answer is all the above. Stop in today and see. Nobody does pre-owned better than Roberts Motors.
Roberts Motors, your hometown dealer for over 60 years in Alton, Illinois, or on the web at RiverBender.com.
Stop hiding. Start smiling. Hi, I'm Dr. Anna Smith. My staff and I love to take great care of our patients. We constantly update our technology, which allows us to complete complex procedures quickly, saving you time and money. Our new LumaSmiles technology allows you to see your new smile without changing a thing.
Patient of the Month, Lewis Michael, won a free lunch for all his co-workers.
Come see what your smile can be at Dentistry with TLC.
Korak, Brent Birkland back with you. Fourth quarter now in Jerseyville. Cahokia and Alton tied at 30-30. Redbirds outscore the Comanches there in that third quarter, 14-11. Here's Broaden with it. Into the lane, hands it to Minor, and he lays it in.
It's just a case again where ball handler is able to dribble drive and get a good pass in.
Bradley the other way. He puts a tough shot in from just outside the lane. Bradley has 2 more here to start the fourth quarter. He had 4 in the third quarter, so give him 9 now in the game.
He and Lumpkins both with 9. 18 of the 32 points for Alton tonight.
Tied again, 32 all here. 7 minutes to go in the fourth. There's a 3-ball right side. It's missed by Minor. Tipped around. Lumpkins to Parker. Back to Mikkel Lumpkins. Here come the Redbirds. Lumpkins in a tie game. Looking around. Kicks it back out to Bradley. Bradley chases down the loose ball. He will dribble it to LaVon McDouglar. 6:38 to go in the game. Bradley, top of the key, picked by Parker. Bradley, nice move to Townser. 3-ball, it's missed. Rebound, Lumpkins tipped it, but it goes to Jennings. And the ball now belongs to Cahokia.
Boy, Townser had a good look there.
Foul at the timeline as Jaquale Townser reaching in.
Boy, he had a good look on that 3-point shot. Just could not get it to go down.
Going to have an Alton timeout here. Coach Lane Bennett takes a timeout. 6:21 to go in the game. It looks like a 30-second timeout. Again, following this game, we'll take you to Alton High School senior night for the Lady Redbirds. They're taking on the Flyerettes of East St. Louis. Dennis Laird and Brian Lewis with the call at Alton High later tonight.
This one's going kind of the way I expected. I thought this might be a more of a competitive, tighter game than the first matchup down in Centralia. Down I-64. You made the jaunt there a few times there this year again.
I did. I cut off at New Baden, though, and went different way.
Take the back roads where you get everybody else lost.
Little 2-lane highway action.
No thanks. I'll take that 64 train all the way into that Centralia exit.
Tuesday, December 29th, these two teams played. Cahokia won 63-50 over Alton. 32-32 tie here. Turnaround, blocked away. I think McDouglar got a piece of it.
I think you're right.
Alton the other way. Townser to Lumpkins. Mikkel Lumpkins into the lane. Hands to Parker. Up and in the lane. Parker with another bucket.
Boy, Lumpkins has had a nice, well-rounded game here. Scoring, distributing the basketball, and playing good defense. That was a nice layoff. And Parker now 6 points all here in this second half.
2-point lead for Alton. And Broaden hits a 3 as he's fading away out of bounds.
Boy, they've hit some shots where you're just like, what are they doing shooting some of these?
Another 3 for Cahokia.
And they lead by 1.
35-34 now the score. It's Bradley to McDouglar. Now to Lumpkins. Here he goes again. Off-balance shot. Rolls off the rim. Comanches ball.
Boy, he drew some contact there. I can't believe there wasn't a foul called.
5:11 to go in the game. Here's another 3 by Broaden. In and out. Missed it. McDouglar the other way.
Boy,
Alton ball.
Boy, you almost made that one.
Lumpkins left side. 1-point game. 5 minutes to go. Fourth quarter ticking down. Here's a give and go. Bradley layup. Good. Parker and Bradley with a give and go.
Boy, that was a nice play there. Good layoff immediately. What was key there is Parker gets it to him right away in stride. No hesitation. Didn't wait. And that's what made that play go.
Alton 36, Cahokia 35, inside, and the shot is missed. Bradley with a rebound, but he's fouled. I think he grabbed it, and then someone grabbed him on the arm. It's a foul on number 21, Jennings.
Boy, it's a break there for Alton, because if that's not called there, that's an easy basket for the Comanches.
4:28 to go. Redbirds basketball with a 1-point lead. McDouglar to Lumpkins. Redbirds could use another bucket. Backdoor jam time. Backdoor slam for McDouglar from Townser.
Boy, that's 3 times now that they've given that play up, and Coach Nash pointing there at Ivy going, come on, son, we've already seen that before, and with Ivy, it's happened twice now, and both times McDouglar on him.
Now we have a whistle and a timeout for the Comanches. 30-second timeout. No, they'll take a full timeout. We'll take a break with 4:01 to go. The Redbirds up by 3 now, 38-35. Midway through the fourth, you're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Compare a well-equipped Lexus ES to a well-equipped Buick LaCrosse. Get inside each and see what you find. If perfection is what you pursue, this might just change your course. Meet the new class of world class. The 2010 LaCrosse from Buick. May the best car win.
To-do list rarely need more to do. So, at American Family, we offer a variety of products at affordable prices with the convenience of a single agent. From auto and homeowners to business and life insurance. This is Gerard Fisher with American Family Insurance. Give me a call at 466-7062.
American Family Insurance.
A couple of minutes after 7 o'clock, you're in tune to WBGZ Alton. And we roll on this Friday night with Alton boys basketball. Louis Korak and Brent Berkland back live in Jerseyville on the Big Z. And Redbirds lead it 38-35 over the Cahokia Comanches. Here comes Broaden. He's hot. Out to Ivy. He lost it. Lumpkins with a steal. Here comes McKell again. Layup. He missed it. Tipped in by Bradley. 2 more for Tony.
Well, that's what you need to have. Your teammates following you up on the play, and you could see Lumpkins just looking over his shoulder just in case somebody was coming from behind him. That may have altered his concentration a little bit on the layup. Nice play by Bradley, and this is Alton's biggest lead of the game.
And a foul on the Redbirds reaching in there. Top of the key. It's going to be a foul on Bradley, Townsend, and McDouglar with his first.
You had me thinking, if that's Bradley, boy, just a 4th foul with this much time left.
Cahokia ball after the foul on McDouglar. 3:10 to go in the game. 5-point game. Minor foul. There we have another reach in on the Redbirds. Going by, it's Townser with a reach.
He'll have 3 fouls now. And it'll be the 16th foul on Alton.
Free throws for Keenan Minor. First one good. 3:06 to go in the game, and he makes it 40-36. Alton's lead is 4. Minor will shoot another one.
That snapped a 5-0 Alton run.
In the air again. Good again. Minor has a dozen.
And here comes that full court press. Your Alton take care of the basketball now.
That means giving it to Lumpkins. Spinning away. He spins away from trouble to Bradley. He lays it in.
8 points for Bradley here in this 4th quarter. 12 and a half. He's got 15 on the night.
Alton lead back to 5, and Townser with another foul out near the 3-point line. The sophomore now with 4.
And that's going to be bonus free throws now the rest of the way for Cahokia. Just got him up in the air and enough body contact to put. Is that Jennings at the line?
Jennings
yes.
For free throws. 2:41 to go. In the air, missed it. Front into the 1-and-1, chased down by Bradley, and we're going to have a timeout. I think Bradley gets a timeout there, laying in the corner with the basketball, or actually no, out on Cahokia.
Yeah, the Cahokia man had a hand on the ball while he was laying out of bounds, so it will go to the Redbirds.
Mr. Ficker with the call. Alton ball, 42-37 score. Long pass to Lumpkins. McKell all the way down. Layup. No. Blocked away. Parker almost had a steal, but Redbirds get back. Lumpkins almost with a steal from behind.
I thought he got fouled on the play.
Broaden shoots a three, no good. Rebound, he'll fire it up again. Broaden three, nope, missed both of them. Parker with a rebound, Holmes with a foul.
Now it's getting time-wise into that gray area for Cahokia where there's still plenty of time. I don't know why they're just launching threes at this point. You're only down by 2 possessions. It's a 5-point game. I guess Broaden felt like he had a couple of good looks there, and Alton, if they just take care of the basketball here, they're going to start receiving some fouls.
Tyrone Parker gets into the air, gives it to Townser, and he'll back it up. Nicely done for the Redbirds there.
Lane Bennett wants his team to work some clock here. Cahokia still has some fouls to give. They only have 14 fouls here in this second half.
And 1:50 to go in the game. Jaquale Townser backs it up. Townser, Lumpkins, McDougler, Bradley, and Parker on the floor. Backdoor, Lumpkins. Lumpkins inside. No, Parker fouled. Parker coming alive on the boards here in the second half.
Well, he has to. He's got the size to do it. He's got to show his presence down there. But he's going to go to the free throw line here again, and we know what he's done there. Hasn't made one yet.
0 for 4. Has 3 buckets. After missing the 4 free throws, he has 3 buckets for 6 points. This one in and out, and he missed another.
Boy, he could have made this a 3-possession game, and that's a big miss right now. But you want to focus on, you want to knock this one down to make it a full 2-possession game.
We came into this fourth quarter tied 30-30. Alton leading 42-37 here with 1:37 to go. Parker, good. 6-point lead, Redbirds.
And that's a big one there because now it takes a full 2 threes here to tie the game.
Ivy for the Comanches, out to Broaden. Broaden driving on Lumpkins, gives to Holmes in the corner. 3 over Parker. It's good for Holmes in the left corner.
And that's one of the big ones there. Now it's a 1-possession game. Cahokia gets a quick timeout. 1:23 to go. This one's not over yet.
Timeout for the Comanches in a 43-40 game. 1:23 to go. It's Alton ball after this timeout. Redbirds looking for win number 12. And keep in mind, we go to Alton girls basketball in just a little bit. Live play-by-play from Alton High tonight. Lady Redbirds and East St. Louis at the bottom of the hour. Or maybe a little before that. Maybe, if they'd like to take a little pregame time, if we do not go to overtime.
You just jinxed us, you know that. Don't talk about overtime.
Cahokia won in overtime Monday night here against Pittsfield.
Well, it's going to come down to free throws, obviously. And Cahokia still has 2 fouls to give here. 1 full foul to give. They got 5 team fouls. 2 more and Alton will be in the bonus, so it's going to be important here. Take care of the basketball, no turnovers. And you know this Cahokia defense is going to come after it hard.
And you know who's going to get the orange. It's Mikkel Lumpkins. Lumpkins to McDougler. He'll give it back to Mikkel Lumpkins. It's a turnover. Back the other way. Cahokia, good and 1. Ivy to the rim, and McDougler fouled him.
I just said you can't afford those soft lob passes. They're just not going to work. And they had 4 bodies around the ball. They get the turnover. And now a chance to tie the game up for Ivy, McDougler's 2nd foul.
And it's a 5-0 run. Could be 6 straight points, and it is 6 in a row to tie the game now at 43-43.
You had to talk about overtime, didn't you?
There's still 1:11 to go. Redbirds ball.
Take care of the basketball.
Well, Mikkel Lumpkins out there with Townser. Now Scruggs into the game. Scruggs, there's a bad pass and another steal. Cahokia inside, good! Minor lays it in.
Boy, oh boy, you just don't understand how.
Lumpkins inside, lost it. Another turnover with 50 seconds to go in the game.
Wow.
over and over and over again.
3 turnovers this quarter, all on the last 3 possessions.
Amazing. The last 30 seconds, basically. And timeout Cahokia. They have the ball and the lead, 45-43. 41.9 seconds to go. We're back in a moment. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Hi, George Weber. Here's 3 more great reasons to visit Weber Chevrolet this fall. Number 1, product. Chevrolet has the best lineup of vehicles in the market today. Cobalt, Malibu, Impala, Silverado, Traverse, Equinox. Reason number 2, the deals. Right now, we have extra incentives and aggressive pricing on all of our units, resulting in huge savings. Number 3, your trade-in. After Cash for Clunkers, we were forced to crush so many of our trades that our pre-owned inventory needs some help. Your used vehicle has never been worth more.
There's a long pass. It looks like it's going to be overthrown. Oh, the receiver dashes under the ball and makes the catch. Touchdown!
Where did he get that extra burst of speed? That off-season training really paid off.
Alton Memorial Hospital's Human Motion Institute Sports Performance helps athletes maximize their potential and improve their game. With sports performance training, you'll leap higher, run faster, and throw farther. Learn more at altonmemorialhospital.org. Human Motion Institute Sports Performance, building better athletes.
Louis Korak and Brent Birkeland back with you here. Headed to the finish line. Coming up, Jerseyville and Decatur Eisenhower here. Good-sized crowd on a Friday night. Alton now trailing by 2 after leading a minute ago by 6.
I'm stunned by the turn of events here. I mean, Cahokia had 7 points through the first 5+, 6+ minutes of this quarter, and they've come up with 8 in the last minute. And all of it off of turnovers. Alton did not have a turnover. Under 2 minutes to go in the quarter, they had not turned the basketball over here in the fourth quarter. 3 straight turnovers have led to an 8-0 run. Unbelievable.
Back to back to back. Just like that. 41.9 seconds left. Cahokia ball. And now the Redbirds will likely go for a steal. And then they'll have to foul. And Cahokia in the bonus already. 45-43, Comanches with the lead. Alton girls basketball again coming up in just a few minutes. So stay tuned for that here on the Big Z tonight. Live from Alton High, East St. Louis and Alton. Redbirds break the huddle with Coach Lane Bennett, and it is Parker, McDougler, Scruggs, Bradley, and Lumpkins. Here we go with 41.9 to go.
You have to foul. And that's just all there is to it.
Throw it into Ivy, now to Minor. Now they try to double team the ball. Minor gives to Ivy. 31 seconds to go.
They're letting too much time go here.
Now Scruggs with a bump.
Too much.
No call there. Now they throw it to the corner. Broaden has it. Out high, 18 seconds to go.
Too much. What is going on here?
Now Scruggs fouls Minor. 15 seconds left in the game.
They let 26 seconds roll off the clock. Why?
And Minor will shoot the free throw. 1 and 1.
Well, I don't understand that strategy at all.
Well, I think they wanted to go for a steal maybe in the first 10 seconds, but yeah, that's about it.
I could understand that, but if you don't get it right away, you have to preserve some of this clock. You're down by 2 points. They knock in a couple of free throws here. It's a 2-possession game, and you don't have any time on the clock.
15.4 seconds to go. Timeout Alton now. Lane Bennett calling a 30-second timeout. 2-point game, and Cahokia will be shooting free throws 1 and 1 when we come back here with Keenan Minor at the line.
And he's 3 out of 4 tonight.
Well, the Redbirds tie game coming into the fourth quarter. Then they were up by 6 with about 1:40 to go. But that 6-point lead long gone. Now they're down by 2 with 15 seconds to go. Tomorrow night it's Alton against Jerseyville. You'll hear that game after Illinois and Northwestern. Tomorrow night. It's Minor here at the line for the Comanches. Here we go. Minor with the first free throw, and it's good. 3-point lead.
This is the big one right here.
What a fourth quarter Miner has had. 7 points, 15 total in the game. And he makes them both, 2 for 2. Redbirds basketball, but they're down by 4 now. Scruggs into Lumpkins.
And there's no time. You got to push the ball.
Lumpkins up the floor, 10 seconds left. Lumpkins double teamed. He's in trouble. He has to call a timeout with 7.9 seconds to go. And it's going to be a full timeout.
Boy, where's this Cahokia defense come from in the last minute 50 seconds?
Double teaming the ball, denying the pass, all of a sudden. And again, 7.9 seconds to go back in Jerseyville for the final 7.9. After this, you're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Your kids now have kids of their own. I'm State Farm Agent Tom Lane. With just a simple gift, your grandchildren may experience a lifetime of life insurance. Give me a call at 377-8912 in Bethalto to discuss the many options that are available to provide your grandchildren with a gift of life. For great products and service that are available 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, call me, Tom Lane, at 377-8912.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
From its birth in 1931 on Broadway in Alton to its new home on Homer Adams Parkway, welcome to Alton Refrigeration and Home Furnishings. Alton Refrigeration and Home Furnishings earned its outstanding customer service reputation in servicing major appliance brands such as Maytag, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, Frigidaire, Samsung, and more. When you think about it, Alton Refrigeration is about providing you with years of comfortable living with worry-free brand name products.
Back at Jersey Community High School in the Redbirds, 7.9 seconds away from losing a fourth quarter lead and losing the game. They're down by 4 with just 7.9 to go.
Well, it looked good there with under 2 minutes to go. You're up by 6, and Cahokia is on a 10-0 run right now, and you can tell what's going on. They're riding a high. Not any time left here.
Lumpkins fouled in the center circle with 6.4 to go.
Smart play. They had a foul to give.
And that foul was on number 12, Broaden, his second foul. Team foul number 6 with 6.4 to go. They throw it in. Lumpkins has it. Lumpkins, 3 ball in the air. He missed it. Rebound McDougler, and that's the end of the game. The Redbirds lose to Cahokia for the second time this year. 47-43. Cahokia over the Alton Redbirds. Back with a postgame in a moment. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
RiverBender.com's live coverage of today's game is brought to you by Dentistry with TLC. Stop hiding and start smiling. Alton Refrigeration, the first choice in quality HD TV and appliances. Quality Buick, Cadillac, and GMC, serving the Riverbend for 52 years. Professional, independent insurance agents. Roberts Ford, the value store since 1949. Gerard Fisher, American Family Insurance, all your protection under one roof. Alt Memorial Hospital, the best healthcare close to home. Tom Lane State Farm, your good neighbor agent in the Riverbend. Weber Granite City Chevrolet, buy American.